Welcome to The Veteran Voice, an exciting podcast interviewing veterans from all walks of life and ranks about their experiences, not just in the services, but about transitioning to Civvy Street and what they're doing now. It promises to be a really exciting listen. Roll on.
Welcome to the latest podcast, The Veteran Voice. Today, I'm delighted to have with me Joe Tikoisuva. Joe is originally from Fiji, served in the British Army in Helmand Province, and latterly he has become a mainstay of an operation in Kingston, in Surrey, part of the Cedars recovery from mental health, alcohol addiction, drug addiction organization, and he runs the veteran program there, and we're absolutely delighted to have him with us today. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you.
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time to get you onto one of these podcasts.
You're welcome.
Could you start by just telling us a little bit about your background, where you come from, and how you finished up in the British Army?
Oh, yes. My name is Tikoisuva. I'm originally from Fiji. Yes, before 2000 and early 2000, they sent application forms to Fiji. So we filled it in. And well, one of my cousins filled it in for me without my knowledge and sent the application over. And then a couple of months later, he said, "Oh, I've got something for you." It's a successful application to join the British Army.
So this was a complete surprise to
Yes.
you. Right.
Yeah.
And what made him do that? Why did he think this would be a good thing for you?
Because I was unemployed at the time. Yeah. I left school. I was just helping out at home. And then, yes, it was a big thing back then. You know, people, young boys from home getting to come over to England to join the British Army.
Mm-hmm. So
we grabbed hold of that opportunity.
Wonderful. So where was landfall then? Where did you go first when you arrived?
When I arrived to England, I went straight to Rochdale up north.
Right.
And a suburb just outside Manchester. I lived at the home of an ex-British soldier who came in the 60s. So yeah, and then I waited. I kept checking. I had to go like every week to the Army Careers Office, so they can check my enlistment date.
And where did you go first? What was your first military establishment?
When I left, I started first with the parachute regiment, and then I got injured P Company in Catterick. Yeah, and then I was on rehab for 8 months. So I switched to the Royal Green Jackets at the time, which was based in Blackpool. Back in 2003, I joined the battalion.
Yeah, well, Blackpool's an interesting place.
Yeah,
I mean,
love the place.
What did you think the first time you saw Blackpool Tower?
Yeah.
Long way from Fiji.
Yeah, very different. A bit of a culture shock. So, very different, completely different from home. Very much bigger, more people, and yeah, enjoyed the place. But I was based in Blackpool only for, I think, 3 years before we got deployed to Iraq. On the way back after deployment, the first deployment to Iraq, we were posted to Northern Ireland.
Mm-hmm. So you were in the Royal Green Jackets.
Yes.
And how many tours of Iraq did you do? And then subsequently, of course, Afghanistan.
Yes, I did one tour of Iraq, and then I did 3 tours of Afghanistan, and also 2 tours of Kosovo, and then one Northern Ireland. And the next one was just a posting, which we stayed there for over 9 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you still in touch with a lot of your friends from that time?
Oh yes, yes. We have a group,
Right.
a WhatsApp group, Facebook.
Now, it was one day in Helmand province where things became very difficult for you. You'd had experience of it before, but tell me about that time, that day. Perhaps you could name the date as well. It's probably etched very much in your mind when it happened.
When I got shot,
Yes.
I got shot in Iraq when I was serving in Iraq. We deployed to Iraq 2006, and on the 8th of February 2007, I got shot by an Al Qaeda sniper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, snipers use bigger bullet, 7.62.
Mm-hmm.
He shot me on the left shoulder, broke this bone. The bullet ricocheted,
Mm-hmm.
punctured my left lung, and came out of my chest. They told me later it was just 1 inch from my heart. Yeah.
And that was in Iraq.
In Basra City, yes.
In Basra
Yeah.
City. Yeah. And so what happened?
Yeah.
What was the first move?
And the first move, because we couldn't see where he was firing from, so I jumped into the British Army Bulldog, British Army tank, we call it the Bulldog. Yeah, started vomiting blood, so they cut my shirt, and there was a hole there. So I started panicking, thought, oh, the guy's got my heart. But I was still breathing. Oh no, maybe he missed my heart. So, and then I had to hold my hand like this. And then we drove to the nearest FOB. And then they called in the Black Hawk to pick me up, the American helicopter. As soon as they picked me up, they put oxygen mask. But I always refer back, if it wasn't for my faith in God, I wouldn't be here today. So I started speaking the words of God. I said, I will not die, I will live, I will live. And I said a simple prayer, Alan. I said, Lord, I don't want to go back home in a body bag. Save my life. And then I heard this voice, I'll never forget till the day I die. It says, son, I'm right here next to you to rescue you. I used to write Bible verses on my helmet, all weapons formed against me will not prosper. And then this Bible verse leaped into my spirit. Psalms 118 verse 17, it says, I will live and not die to declare what the Lord has done. So that gave me peace. And then my friends were saying, T, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine. I gave them thumbs up because I've heard this voice. I haven't heard it before. And then we waited for nightfall. They flew me back all the way to Birmingham, Selly Oak Hospital. They patched me up. And yes, 7 months down the road, I recovered and I went back to Afghanistan 3 times.
So your faith in God then saw you through.
Oh, yes. 100%.
And that enabled you to concentrate on getting better.
Getting better, recover, and join the boys back on deployment.
And then that's amazing. I mean, you then went back, and what tours did you do after that?
After that, we went twice again to Helmand province.
Yeah.
And then another one, my last tour was in Kabul. Between the 3 tours, I also went back to Kosovo.
Yeah.
Yes. But on my last tour to Afghanistan, 6 weeks into the tour, one of the screws popped out. So they had to fly me back to the UK because it was all bruised, and they back to Birmingham, and they had to remove the screw, patch me up again. And then later on in early of 2016, I got medically discharged.
And how did you feel about that?
I feel gutted at the time, but because I couldn't keep up with infantry training,
Yes.
they tried to put me, my seniors tried to put me to another regiment to keep me in the military.
Yeah.
But I said, no, I'm okay. If I join the infantry, I live as an infantryman.
Yeah. Do you come from a family that has great faith in God? Or
Oh yes, my dad was a lay preacher, and so was still my mom. They both preach in church.
Yes.
My mom is nearly 80 now. She still preaches in prisons around Fiji, mainly in the capital city in Suva.
And so, was your faith greater following the events in Iraq,
Oh,
or
yes.
did that really underpin and
Yes, it really stretched my faith. It really strengthened my faith in God, you know.
yes?
Because I always tell people if He saved me from the war zone, He can save anybody.
And I believe you're now
Yes.
training to be a uh, priest, pastor, minister.
I'm a pastor now, and I preach in a couple of churches in South London and a church in St. Helier Congregational Church.
Yes.
And also, first Sundays of every month, I preach up in Kingston Congregational Church. And also, I sometimes get invitation to preach in London Shepherd Church in South London, Sutton.
Mm. Well, what a wonderful thing to do, and you speak from great experience of what you believe to be the Lord's power in terrible situations like that. So tell me a bit about 2016 then, when you came out. Did you have any ideas that in your head about where you wanted to go, what you wanted to be in terms of jobs and your transition? I mean, that must have been a very difficult time for you as well.
Yes. It was quite hard because at the time, I didn't have any family outside, you know, to have that connection. I didn't know anything to do if there was any veterans help. The only help that I heard when I was still in the military was the Royal British Legion and SAFA.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't know there were other small charity organizations that deal with veterans, that help us and support veterans. But I was trying everywhere. I was thinking to stay in Ireland because I've been in Ireland for 9 years. And then I applied to this housing organization that helps veterans called Hague, based in Morden. And then 2 weeks later, they said they had a place for me to come and view it if I want to. And then now, since 2016, I'm still at Hague in Morden, South London.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love the place.
Yeah. Well, Veteran Force and the Veteran.uk, we know Hague Housing well,
Okay.
and they're amongst our supporters, and we like to work with them on advancing their fundraising activities as well. So, explain a little bit about Cedars, then, this remarkable organisation that you became part of. What's its background and
Yeah, CEDAS is the big umbrella. It's called Community Drugs and Alcohol Recovery Service. And under that umbrella, you've got the Veterans Program, which I manage.
Yep.
Then you've got the mental health, which is called the Sunshine Recovery Service. And then you've got we also deal with those who have problems with substance misuse, drugs and alcohol, based in Richmond and Wandsworth. And in CEDAS, it's a charity organization dedicated to helping veterans with mental health issues and other issues as well. And also we run a veterans-only hub every Friday. It's a place where it's a safe haven for soldiers, whether they're ex-soldiers, where they can come and just have a good time with other like-minded ex-servicemen and women. And we run activities for veterans, outdoor, indoors. And also we have a veterans breakfast every Friday. And we also have a veterans allotment in Morden. And we help veterans, those in need of counseling, one-to-one counseling. And we run mental health groups in mainly in our base in Wimbledon Chase.
and what made you turn to that line of work yourself? You didn't have any previous experience, presumably, working with mental health.
Oh yeah, I had zero experience with mental health.
Yeah.
But then I saw the advertisement on online. Then I applied for it because it was just next to where I live in Morden. So when I went for the interview, I told them I've got zero experience with mental health, but I've got only military background. I come from a military background. So they said, don't worry, we'll train you up with mental health. So I've been employed with them since 2017.
Yeah.
And then, I've been there ever since.
Yeah. Could you explain a little bit more about your work with veterans. I mean, what are the problems that you see? This is in Kingston, down in Surrey, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, what sort of problems do they present when they come to the centre?
Oh yeah, most of the activities we run is to target most of the veterans who live on their own. So these activities we run is to combat loneliness and also create a space for veterans only to go and attend and engage with other veterans. And I've learned over this working with veterans, most of them won't talk to anyone or seek help unless the other person is a veteran.
Mm.
So that's where I come in and help them, and tell them, yeah, I've been there, I've done it. So it's easier for them to open up to someone who's done what they've done,
Yes.
come from a military background.
So you're talking loneliness. You're
Loneliness,
talking addictions.
Yeah, addiction. So if they come in, we do a quick registration depending on the needs.
Mm.
And if they need help and support with substance misuse, then we refer them to our department in Wandsworth or in Richmond. If it's to do with mental health, then we can refer them to our mental health cafe in the evenings in Wimbledon Chase, Sunshine Recovery Cafe. It's open every evening, so 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. and then Monday to Friday, and then bank holidays and weekends we open from 12 midday to 11 p.m. in the evenings.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So it's a self-referral; anyone can attend.
And how do you promote this? How do people find you?
Or we've got they can see us online.
Yeah.
Just type in Sunshine Recovery Cafe or CDAS,
Yeah.
and we are based mainly in Wimbledon Chase, the Sunshine Recovery Cafe.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
also where we hold our veterans hub every Friday,
Yeah. So
right opposite the Wimbledon Chase train station.
yeah. So anybody who watching this, then CDARS is CDRS, isn't it?
CDARS.
CDARS.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what they look for when they Google
Yeah.
or Sunshine Cafe,
Or Sunshine Cafe.
and they'll find it.
Mhm.
Yeah, telephone number or whatever. That's great. The activities. I mean, I declare a connection here because Veteran Force. You're going to be one of the recipients of one of our first grants,
Okay.
and
Thank you.
you're very welcome. And that will be to help you with your
Veterans allotment.
veterans allotment.
Yeah.
So perhaps you could just explain how that helps.
Yeah, veterans allotment because it's quite. We already have it running, but there's some stuff we need, like table, chairs, and benches, and also some seeds and other stuff to help grow, and invite veterans to come and enjoy the great outdoors because it's quite therapeutic as well, and where they can come and talk to other people, get them out of their flats because most of them live alone. They can come and engage and combat loneliness.
And who gets the potatoes and the onions and the carrots?
Or the veterans. Whoever plants it takes it.
and people talk about this sort of thing as being excellent for mental health and other things. It's something that really occupies you. What about other things that you do?
Yeah.
I saw purely by chance a picture of you. I think it was in Gibraltar in an old banger. And you just
Oh yes.
was it Gibraltar?
We took part in it's called the Veterans Banger Rally.
Right.
Yeah, where you had to buy a car under £1,000 and you fix it.
Yeah.
And there was 40 cars. So and then you try to drive all the way to Gibraltar in Spain.
Right.
Yeah, but ours broke down between Benidorm and Malaga.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know whether Veteran Force can stretch to car repairs, but
Okay.
you never know, right?
Okay. And also one thing we do is also at CEDAS we still have our kitchen in one of our bases, our location in Wandsworth during COVID, where we cook and then I deliver the food, hot meal, to veterans in around Hague Housing in Morden, like veterans who live on their own, most of them in their late 70s, 80s. I remember one of the veterans was 103. He passed away 104. He's an ex-Royal Air Force.
So that's veterans helping veterans, basically, and that's one of the fundamental objectives of Veteran Force. It's also, of course, to help others out there in the community, utilizing the organizational skills and project skills and so on of veterans. So future plans. What have you got in store for the veterans program? Anything that you're looking at?
Yes, in the pipeline, we are planning to push boundaries. Move up to other locations. Make our catchment area a bit bigger, because our area of operations is just around mainly South London, but we'd like to move out into Central London and North London, and promote it more, and then get more locations where we can open, so it's easier for veterans, say, who live in Central London. They, instead of all coming all the way from North London to the south, there's a place there, there's a venue there for veterans only, where they can come and get the support and the help they need. So
If there's anything about your life that you could change, looking back, I mean, you've had an extraordinary life so far. I mean,
oh yes,
coming from the other side of the world to over here, and then Iraq, Afghanistan, so on. What would it have been if you look back at that? What would you have changed about it? Otherwise, not getting shot, I suppose, presumably would.
No, to be honest, joining the military, joining the British Army is one of the best things I've ever done. I think it was the right choice to come and join one of the best army in the world. I learned a lot. I learned self-discipline, self-sacrifice, putting other people first, resilience. And I enjoyed. I learned a lot during my time in the military. Like I signed up to do the whole 22, but unfortunately I got medically discharged because of the gunshot wound. I couldn't keep up with the infantry training, but I wouldn't change anything. I thank God that I got shot. I live to tell the tale.
and it's a wonderful tale. It's a great story.
Thank you.
It's very inspiring, and I do hope that people who watch this, if they feel a need to be in touch with the sort of services that you can offer, well, I would appeal to them all to get online or find the phone number, and we can always help them as well, because the details of your organization will be accompanying this podcast.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Joe, it's a great privilege to have had you on the podcast today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.